Okay, well, that's us. I'm a Taurus as well. That's why I say us. Okay, so you could be needing to balance something out when it comes to worldly affairs. It could be balancing out how you feel and think a relationship should be, and how your partner believes the same. It might be a good opportunity here to sit down and have a really good talk about what you desire from a relationship. Now's not the time to be over the top dramatic, and or if you're dealing with somebody that is, it's time to set them straight insofar as saying that this is what I require and this is what I need from a relationship, that's just how it is, and hopefully that will calm everything down and they'll be able to speak their truth too. You could be feeling there's secrets in this relationship as well. You could be thinking that your partner is getting attention from somewhere else or somebody else at this time, but we'll get some more clarity. Yeah, okay, so this is us sitting in our power and all our glory and beauty. So it looks like we're very much focused on a relationship of some kind here. Maybe in the past or during this last few weeks here, things have got a little bit out of control. Maybe we've been wearing our heart in our sleeve too strongly here. But it looks like we're very much going to be sitting in our power in the month of December here. We want stability. Bottom line, Taurus loves stability. We love bounty. We love beauty. We want to be able to know that we are going to be very comfortable in a situation. So if you're feeling a little bit off kilter, it could be very easy to get into a bit of a dramatic mode here. So just check that out. Just make sure that you're not getting too forceful with someone. If we get too forceful, being a bull, if we come at somebody in a forceful way, the nature of energy is if we come at them, they will run, and vice versa. Okay, so someone's coming at you, the nature is for the other person to move away from that situation. So if you're finding you're not getting any clarity, not being able to speak to somebody at this time, it might be time just to take some time out of some description, go into nature, let her energize you, and then come back to the situation with clarity and balance. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it looks like a resurrection is wanted or will be happening during the month of December here. It involves a family too at this time. You may want to have this resurrection, and maybe that's what you might be getting a bit forceful about, but I know that the only way that this will happen at this time is if emotions are balanced, thoughts are balanced, actions are balanced, okay? The universe is going to be stepping in some way. You could be also resurrecting yourself after the end of a relationship here, but I don't quite I feel more that it's going to be a resurrection of this relationship. Okay, so you've been very defensive, had your guard up for a long time, feeling a little bit battle-worn and a bit weary, okay? Probably suffering from headaches, tightness of the jaw, that sort of thing, neck problems, shoulder problems. Now's a really good time to go get a massage if that's the case. But if you're holding up walls and being too hard to penetrate, it's going to make it very hard for the other individuals in your life to be able to get in and be able to support you and help you in this at this time as well. Okay, maybe the other side of this party has wanted to step out and have a brand new start for themselves, taking very little with them. They may have left at some stage. They do have support in some way, some sort of, even if it's an animal of some kind, or some sort of support network here, somebody loyal. Could be a child, a family member, or whatever. But it looks like they could be in a state of daydreaming and not actually watching exactly where they're going. They haven't really got their feet on the ground at this time. So if you're wanting this resurrection, it's probably not the best time. You might need to let this individual figure out what they want from their life too before coming back together. So it looks like they've not thinking too much of the past at this time. There's going to be a brand new inspiration that's going to come in around this situation here. The universe is going to be handing this to you. Yeah, and a brand new financial start. So this could be yourself wanting inspiration and a brand new financial start here. And it looks like the ideas are going to be rolling in this December. It's going to end up being it's going to end up being a financial situation where you're going to end up being quite well off financially, definitely, that's for sure. It's just a matter of not being too hesitant, actually, at this time as well, not being too guarded and saying to yourself, oh, I won't be able to achieve that if it's a work endeavour. It looks like it will be very successful, so it's really time to trust in the universe and the guidance it's giving you to step into this new work situation. Okay, yes, it looks like the other individual here, whether it be a work colleague or a relationship, has moved away from the situation here to get clarity of mind, maybe wanting to move away from the conflict, maybe couldn't face the conflict or was exasperating the conflict. Okay, it looks like they're looking after themselves insofar as they're starting to get to know exactly what they like to do again, to look after their inner child here. Once again, it looks like someone had supported them through this. I'm feeling more a family member than anything, okay? Yeah, so it looks like the fight has been taken away. It looks like the fight is over. It's left you in a very much in a confused state. You might feel like you didn't get a chance to say your piece as well. So chasing after somebody to say your piece never really ends in a good energy way, as in they will move away even faster from you. Okay. Yeah, so the universe is handing many new starts, passionate new inspiration, new financial start, and the ability to be incredibly happy with your cup basically overflowing. Peace has returned at this time, so all this energy could be coming back up because of Christmas or other get-togethers at the end of the year here. So you might be a little bit concerned that it might be a problem at some sort of gathering or something like that, but it looks like there won't be any problems with fighting or anything like that. If anything, people are going to be a little bit defensive, and it doesn't look like at this stage going into the middle of December here that there'll be any sort of finalisation of this issue. All right, so yes, you're going to be able to manifest whatever you think at the moment too, so make sure you keep your thoughts as positive as possible. And make sure you're also balancing out your emotions, your thoughts, your inspiration, and not overspending at this time, because that's going to put you off kilter and not have you be able to manifest the best you can into reality. Okay, so if you really want like a relationship back, if you stop actual focusing on it, which is probably seems quite the opposite of what you'd think would be the best way of going about it, but if you stop focusing on it, things will settle down, the energy will abate, and you may have a chance to be able to meet halfway. Okay. All right, so yes, you've got to put your thoughts out, and you've got to put them out with positive intent, okay? Because yes, once again, whatever you're putting out into the universe, it's coming back. And it will be coming back this month, probably towards the end here. So make sure you're keeping your thoughts very high. Also indicate here to water healing is really good at the moment, and also sunshine to help alleviate the stresses in the body, the mind, the spirit as well. Yeah, you still could be by the end of December quite confused and feel like you having to choose one way or the other. It's not necessarily have to be one way or the other. What it's going to take is actually looking within and realising how you feel about a situation. It could also be this confusion could come up around the second half of the lunar cycle, and or the third week of the lunar cycle could be an issue. So the week before the full moon and the week after could be a little bit confusing for you, so just watch out for that. Okay, yeah, so no one's won in this situation. It looks like there's been a lot of heartbreak here. One person is still carrying the heartbreak here, where someone else decided to walk away from it. They've decided to not be confused and not deal with that heartbreak anymore, and move into a new situation here. Now that's alone in some way. Okay, they still have support, and I'd say it's either from a friend or a family member here. Someone of the same sex here is willing to support them here. This is either yourself or the other individual looking back at the situation still with heartbreak. So while that still lingers, it's a good time to take stock for yourself. Make sure you're caring for yourself very much here. Make sure you're balancing out, once again, your thoughts and your emotions at this time. Yeah, because you're going to end up through this situation finding something that's actually going to lead to your financial stability here. This is very much, I say this is a Taurus card, because Taurus just loves to be financially stable, okay? So, yes, you're going to be also acknowledged, or other people are going to start to admire the fact of how much you've been able to get yourself together financially, how well you're caring for yourself, okay? So if you find you're not doing that at this time, once again, it's very important to keep balance in all things at the moment, and slowly build up your finances like all Tauruses love to do, okay? It looks like you're going to have bounty, particularly towards the end of the year here, where you're going to feel, for the first time in a long time, I think, quite self-satisfied, insofar as you're going to feel very comfortable, and you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. Okay, so we're going to have a look at abundance cards here, see what guidance we've got. So, yeah, Christmas can be a hard time of year with people getting together, that sort of thing. Or if you're in a separated relationship, love relationship, even if there's children involved, that can also be a bit of an issue. You might be putting a lot of energy into, oh, my God, this will happen or that'll happen. It's time to really step back from that and get yourself balanced by, caring for your body, caring for your mind, realizing that you are cared for and looked after in all ways. The universe, and it's particularly Mother Gaia, the earth here, is going to support you here. Brand new starts are coming when it comes to your inspiration, your finances and your emotions, okay? Just be careful around the middle of the month here. There could be confusion that might have you feeling stuck. It looks like the other party in this situation has moved away to get away from the conflict here. Make sure you're not chasing this other individual, or make sure they're not chasing you, okay? Be careful of being too guarded as well. Make sure you open yourself up to love. Make sure you open yourself up to the beauty and bounty that's around you. Okay, it is safe for you to receive, Taurus. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive, to be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. Yes, this 9 of Wands here. Make sure you're allowing energy to flow to you. If there's people around you, the situations that come up that are to your advantage here, make sure you open yourself up to these individuals. They're willing to help. Okay, so let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Yes, the one thing we can do about the past is there's nothing we can do to change it. The past has already been done. The only thing we can do is change the way we relate to it. It's time to unburden yourself from any feelings of guilt. It's time to move into unconditional love here. Learn and grow from your past mistakes, okay? Realize they are there. Normally, sometimes in our hardest times is when we learn the most. So see if you can pick some guidance out of things that might have happened that you may not be proud of, or you might feel guilt about. Leave that guilt aside and learn from your mistakes instead of berating yourself, because when you berate yourself, the only person that's suffering is you, okay? All right, take a divinely guided chance. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate to you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Yes, the universe is trying to hand you this amazing new start when it comes to your finances, okay? It's time to take a divinely guided chance. If you've had a really good idea of what you'd like to do, something had come to you, maybe you think you might do some sort of craft or some sort of some sort of creating. We are the master creators here, so it's time to actually get down and get the work done. That's something we're also very good at, and you'll be surprised how the universe delivers bounty and beauty to you. Okay, and savings. Yes, very important that we save our money this month, not overspend. As you constantly save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favour as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. Once again, as I said earlier, if we don't have our finances in order, we feel like our world underneath us is shaking, and Taurus likes to have our ground stable. So yeah, it's very important to put aside some funds, even if it's just a tiny amount each week whenever it comes in, just to start to see your bank balance very slowly. It can be very meagerly, doesn't matter, just to see it growing in some way. Have a bank account, you don't have access to a card or something like that, where you can just put away a little bit of money. This will also make the holiday season a lot easier on yourself too, because you'll have that little bit extra saved up. All right. It's nice to give beautiful gifts, but most of the time, if we create our own gifts too, if you feel that way inspired, that's one way to get your creative juices flowing and also to save money this time of year. Okay, thank you. We're just also going to have a look at our health. Prayer works. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and answering my prayer of, and then you put in whatever you want. What do you want in your life? Okay, keep that as positive and as uplifting as possible. So yes, once again, you could say, it doesn't have to be to God or Archangel Raphael. You could say, dear Spirit, or whatever you worship or believe in, and say thank you for hearing and answering my prayer of, and then give some positive uplifting words in there. Sorry, excuse me, I got tongue tied. Okay, all right, so we're going to have a look at moon phases here to see what time frames or energies as well. Boundaries. Okay, a beautiful card, really like that. In the past, we like to be a lot of the time we like to stay at home or have boundaries around us. We like to have things set in certain ways. It might be time to extend those boundaries out to new horizons, new people, new situations, and bring other people into our energy field. It really will make a huge difference to you this month. It's also time to extend the boundaries of yourself when you say like, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. It might be time to just explore outside those boundaries of where you think your limitations are, and move into wider energy, wider experiences. Okay, and we're just going to do the affirmation to finish it off. I certainly feel different at the end of this reading compared to the start. So at the beginning of the month, we might be coming in feeling a little bit flat, a little bit confused, a little bit focused on the past there. It's really time to let go of all that energy from the past, okay? The universe is trying to get us to move, okay? And we can put our feet in the ground, say, no, we're not going to move. I'm happy where I am. Well, now the universe is saying, no, it is time to move. It is time to act. It is time to take a divinely guided chance to extend our boundaries here, particularly when it comes to care of our body, but also any sort of creative or financial inspiration that we might have. It's going to lead to incredible bounty for ourselves. And when we've got our bank account in balance, that's when we really, really thrive. And it's not just a bank account in balance, it's also our physical body in balance. We also like to have a certain set of, a good friends around us, that sort of thing, to be able to afford the luxuries in life. So that's what the universe is trying to hand us this month. Okay, Taurus, here we go. I am willing to change. I am willing to release old negative beliefs. They are only thoughts that stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. Taurus, we are willing to change, okay? My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling.